If you run an IT managed service provider and you're tired of watching your pipeline depend on who referred you last month, keep watching. Because I'm going to show you a completely new way to consistently bring qualified deals into your pipeline and put your offer in front of every single decision maker in your entire target market over the course of 90 days using AI cold emails at scale. Let me walk you through how most IT MSPs approach new businesses, and I want you to tell me how much of this sounds familiar. You rely on referrals. A happy client mentions you to someone they know. That person calls you. You have a conversation. Maybe you close them. The cycle repeats when it repeats at all. You go to a local networking events, BNI, Chamber of Commerce, industry meetings. You shake hands, swap business cards, follow up on LinkedIn, and hope something turns into a conversation that turns into a deal. And if you've been more aggressive about it, maybe you've hired a salesperson or a couple of them to cold call. You buy a list of businesses, hand it over, and have them dial all day pitching managed security, infrastructure support, whatever your core offer is. And look, all these things can produce something. Referrals close well, networking builds relationships, cold calling gets conversations, but here's the problem with all of it. None of it scales. None of it is predictable, and none of it puts you in control of your own pipeline. Referrals are completely outside of your control. You can't turn them up when you need more revenue. You can't predict when they're coming or how qualified they'll be. You're at the mercy of your existing clients and how often they happen to mention your name. Strategy, that's hope. Networking is slow. Relationships take months to develop. The deals take even longer. And you're geographically limited to whoever shows up in the same room as you. If you want to grow beyond your local market or even dominate it, you can't do it by attending breakfast meetings twice a month. And cold calling, while it absolutely has a role, we'll come back to that, on its own has a fundamental ceiling. A rep can make a certain number of dials a day. They hit voicemails, gatekeepers, wrong numbers. They're working through a list sequentially, one conversation at a time. It's slow, it's expensive, and the results are highly dependent on the individual rep you hired, who, by the way, might be gone in 6 months. The result of this is the same pattern I see with MSPs over and over again. Feast or famine. A good quarter when the referrals come in, a slow quarter when they don't. No real visibility into what's coming, no real control over how to change it, and a business that can only grow as fast as your network allows. And there's a better way. What I'm going to show you is not a replacement for everything you're already doing. Keep your referral relationships, keep your networking, absolutely keep your cold calling, because paired with what we do, it becomes significantly more effective. What I'm going to show you is how to stack on an entirely new channel that runs alongside everything else. One that operates at a scale that none of your current methods can touch. One that puts you in front of your entire target market consistently month after month. That channel is AI cold email. And before you tell me you've heard this before or tried it and it didn't work, stay with me. Because what most MSPs have tried and what we actually do are two completely different things. I hear this from MSP owners regularly. We tried cold email, sent a few hundred emails, got nothing back, moved on. And every time I look at what they actually did, it's the same story. A generic message about their services, a list that wasn't properly segmented, no real infrastructure behind the sending, an outdated copy that talks how their great team is rather than speaking directly to the problems that the ideal client is dealing with right now. That's not AI cold email done correctly. That's what cold email looked like 3 or 4 years ago, and those strategies stopped working a long time ago. The market has moved on, buyers have changed, inboxes are smarter, and if you're running 2021 strategies in today's market, you're going to get 2021 results, which frankly were already mediocre for most people running it that way. What we implement is built entirely around where the market is right now. Current strategies, current data, current buyer behavior, and that changes the results completely. Let me show you why this is the channel that actually solves the pipeline problem for IT MSPs. Think about the largest technology companies in the world. IBM, Microsoft, Amazon, they use cold email and cold calling together to acquire new clients every single day. These are organizations with unlimited budgets. They could run any channel they want, hire as many salespeople as they need, spend whatever it takes on advertising. And the core of their outbound strategy is still cold email paired with cold calling. Because when it's done correctly, it is one of the most effective combinations on the planet for consistently booking qualified sales opportunities. So if the biggest technology companies in the world are using this approach to go out with and win new business, There's absolutely no reason your MSP shouldn't be doing the same. Here's what makes AI cold email specifically powerful for MSPs. Your target market is enormous. Every business in your area or across your vertical, if you've niched down, is a potentially managed services client. SMBs that need infrastructure support, cybersecurity, compliance, help desk, cloud migration, the decision makers are there. The need is there. The budgets exist. Most of them just don't know you exist yet. Cold email lets you reach all of them. Not sequentially, one call at a time, not whoever happened to show up at your last networking event, all of them. Systematically, with a message that's personalized to their industry, their company size, their specific pain points, whether that's cybersecurity risk, compliance requirements, aging infrastructure, or the fact that they're still running on a guy in a van IT support tech model that costs them more than they realize. That's what hyper personalization at scale looks like. And it's something that cold calling alone, referrals alone, or networking alone could never replicate. And here's what happens when you pair it with cold calling. Your reps are no longer calling cold. They're calling into a market that has already seen your name, already read your message, already has some level of awareness who you are and what you do. The conversation is warmer. The credibility is higher. The response rates improve significantly. Cold email is and cold calling together done correctly is the most effective outbound combination available to you right now. It's exactly what IBM and Microsoft do, and it's exactly what we built for you. Here's some things I want you to think about. One of your sales reps on a good day can make 80 to 100 dials. Maybe they connect to 10 to 15 people. Maybe they have 3 or 4 real conversations. That's the ceiling of what one human being can do in one day. AI cold email has no such ceiling. We can put your offer in front of tens of thousands of decision makers every single month. Every IT director, operations manager, and business owner in your entire target market hearing from you consistently over the course of 90 days with messaging that's relevant to them specifically. That's not something a referral network can do. That's not something networking events can do. And that's not something a team of cold callers, no matter how good they are, can replicate alone. Volume plus personalization plus consistency. That's what dominates a market, and that's exactly what AI cold email delivers. Here's exactly what we do. We build, manage, and scale a done-for-you AI cold email system that hits every single decision maker in your target market completely handled for you over the course of 90 days. We handle all of the infrastructure, the inboxes, the domains, and the technical backend required to send the real volume while landing in the inbox and not spam. There's a significant amount of behind-the-scenes work that goes into making this work correctly, and we manage every single piece of it. Then we get into strategy. We help you position your managed service offer so it resonates with cold traffic. So when a business owner or IT director reads your email, they immediately understand why they should be talking to you and not sitting on the problem any longer. We get specific about who we're targeting by industry, company size, geography, tech stack, whatever makes sense for your business. And we can craft messaging that speaks directly to their world. From there, our team handles all the copywriting with active campaigns running across dozens of markets. We have a very clear picture of what's converting right now. And we bring that intelligence directly into your campaigns from day one. We typically launch our first campaign within 2 to 3 weeks. From there, we split test copy, offers, and buyer personas, optimizing continuously and ramp up volume over the first 30 days until we're running at full scale. As replies come in, my team handles everything. 24/7 inbox management, under 5-minute response times, qualified conversations, handed directly to your team ready to close. You keep doing what you're great at, delivering exceptional managed services to your clients, and we'll make sure you never run out of a new one to deliver to. Let me be specific who this is the right fit for. You run an IT managed service business, you have a strong service offering, a team that delivers, and clients who stick around, which means your customer lifetime value is real and significant, and you operate in a market large enough to generate volume, whether that's a geographic market, a specific vertical, or both. And most importantly, you've recognized that referrals and networking alone are not a growth strategy. and you're ready to stop waiting for the phone to ring and start controlling your own pipeline. If that's you, this is built for you. If you don't have a solid offer, a clear target market, or a process for closing when a qualified opportunity lands in front of you, this probably isn't the right fit yet. If you're still watching, you already see it. The referrals are unpredictable, the networking is slow, the cold calling isn't enough, and the way most MSPs approach new businesses keep them in the same feast or famine cycle year after year. There is a better way, a completely new way to consistently bring qualified deals in your pipeline at a scale that none of your current methods can match. IBM does it, Microsoft does it, Amazon does it. Cold email and cold calling done correctly, run together at scale, and it's how the biggest companies in the world win new businesses. And now you can do the same for your MSP. Done for you in 90 days without managing the process yourself. Click the link below, fill out a quick form, and book a time to speak with me on one-on-one, and we'll figure out if it's a right fit and take it from there. I appreciate you watching, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.